It didn't take very long to get it out of him. That doesn't necessarily mean they're involved in the murders. I only wanted you to be aware that there have been some objections. I know, Sheriff, I know.
Yeah.
We, found the woodsman chained up to a post last night. That was your doing, correct? Well, thanks to you, there's been at least some hope in this whole dreadful affair. I'm confident he has some information about the slayings. I had assumed you'd want a crack at him. We moved him to the cellar for questioning. He was involved, definitely. That much we can tell from his babbling. He just must have had some sort of accomplice. Bluebeard's currently interrogating him, and he's already to the point of confession. Yes, but all that means is he didn't do it alone. You don't think he's involved?
I'm actually not so sure about that. He was with me whenever she was left at the stairs. Yeah, good. I've got questions for him.
Well, we all do.
These murders have taken planning. I don't know if the woodsman's capable of something like this. Yeah, by himself. I thought Bluebeard was out of the country.
You know he's an expert at this sort of thing. He almost volunteered, truthfully.
Didn't see that coming.
Well, some part of you did, or otherwise you wouldn't have arrested him, and thank God that you did. Nearly. I think he's hoping for leniency. Exile instead of the well.
He confessed, huh? I am gonna rip that motherfucking psychopath in two.
But really, thank God you detained him. After we get the full story, of course. Only until recently. So, really, thank God you detained him. It's been a spot of fortune in this dreadful mess.
It's all just been shit. And nothing else. 2 people are dead. There's been nothing fortunate about any of this.
I didn't mean to imply that the woodsman needs a few more bits of encouragement, and after that we should have the whole story.
Just tell me what I have to do.
Who he's working with, why he did it, that sort of thing.
I'll see what's what when we get back home, but for now, let's just shut up for a while, all right? I will. Just not right now.
We have to formulate a plan of action, Bigby. It's been one full night and a slice of morning, and I already miss her too. You know, I never get more homesick than when one of us dies, and now, for it to be snow, I've never been good with these sorts of things. I just can't believe this is really happening. Well, I apologize if my attempt at handling this has disturbed you, Bigby, but I thought we had some common ground.
Snap out of it, Crane. Stay focused. When I said I didn't want to talk right now, I meant it. Not about the case, and definitely not about this. Dwelling on this shit isn't helping. It sure as fuck doesn't help me.
Just why in God's wisdom did this have to happen? I really don't know if any of us are safe. This used to be a reliable place. Now, I don't know what else to say, Bigby. We have to put an end to this. It's been 2 murders in as many days. If we don't unearth our culprit, and soon, there will likely be another on our doorstep tonight.
There's something else going on here. I don't know. It's just not settling right with me yet. What? It's better for you if they were murdered on purpose?
It's horrible to think that this was just by chance. Just the mindless work of some aimless psychotic. No, of course not. You know what I mean.
Random killings don't need a reason.
A message? To whom?
They were both left at the Woodlands. It could be some kind of message.
Our stories used to be so simple. We had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah. It's hard.
But ever since we moved to this awful city, everything's gotten so confused. Miss White deserved a better end than this. Who's the woodsman working with? Why did they want to do this? I mean, what's the insufferable point?
Give me a fucking break.
What? I thought we had some common ground, could discuss this like gentlemen.
You treated her like the fucking maid, and now? You want a shoulder to cry on? You didn't care then, and you don't care now.
That is not true. Not true at all.
Let's get something straight here, all right? We have exactly nothing in common. Everything that connects us is dead and gone.
You don't have to be so callous.
All right. It's been a shitty couple of days. I know you're trying.
We moved him to the cellar, but I just don't know what you're after there. And, Bigby, we have to tread carefully here. People think you're losing control of this job. I'm getting phone calls day and night. Control of yourself. So, with that in mind, we should discuss strategies, for catching the culprit, since they're most likely still at large.
I work better alone.
I think in this instance, we get it done faster if we work together. I can help you, It just seems like a complete waste of time.
Look, I'm in charge if shit goes bad, and Since nobody else is volunteering to do this, 2 people are dead, Crane, and the people should understand that this is the job.
I only wanted you to be aware that there have been some objections. Generally speaking, the public. The ones you've roughed up a bit, mostly.
I'll take it easier.
You know, for your own sake. That doesn't mean they're necessarily involved in the murders.
There's 2 of them, D and Dumb, and they've been snooping around every crime scene I've looked at. He's working for somebody, and whoever it is wants him snooping around every crime scene I've looked at. He's been snooping around every crime scene I've looked at.
I mean, he hasn't appeared to know anything yet. We found Tweedledee chained up to a post. That was your doing, correct? Well, I don't know why you detained him. Dee was at the Trip Trap when Snow was left at the Woodlands, so he couldn't possibly be involved in this mayhem.
He must know something, but I won't hang him for a coincidence.
And he hasn't said anything useful.
I never roughed up anyone who didn't have it coming.
Excellent. Excellent. When we get back, we'll discuss what to do with Mr. D and decide the next course of action. I know what you're thinking, Bigby. I need to know I can count on you. Things may get unsavory, but with you and Bluebeard working in tandem, it shouldn't be an issue to wrap this up soon.
I don't go looking to be an asshole. I actually try my best to avoid it. Look, after we're done, I'll personally drop whatever's left of him down the witching well. But only after we've proven he's had something to do with the murders.
This isn't about being an asshole. This is about doing what's absolutely necessary. My thoughts exactly.
It's better to throw out the rule book for this sort of thing. This isn't unfamiliar territory.
I know. I just want to make sure you're up for this.
Thanks for the lift.
Certainly. Not everyone knows, of course, but news is spreading fast and getting worse with each person who hears it. We'll have to give them something soon. Something to show that we aren't dead-ended.
How's everyone back home? There hasn't been any more.
Oh, certainly you didn't. Because that wasn't you in police custody back there. That wasn't you letting evidence slip into Monday possession. That wasn't you, certainly.
I didn't need your help back there. I had it under control.
The woodsman knows who killed Miss White. He knows who he is, and out of loyalty or fear, he's not giving him up. Just, please, for everyone's sake, get the information and this whole grisly saga can be over tonight before anyone else gets hurt. All right, even bearing that they may know something. Dee, I should tell you, he's very resilient, tenacious even.
Him and his brother have been all over this case since the very beginning. Dee knows something.
But I'm not entirely certain Tweedledee will provide you with anything useful. I'm telling you the truth. They're very tough customers.
We'll see. Just put me in the room with them. Shouldn't take long. Everyone has a weakness. You just have to find where it is and push. I have a few questions, that's all. There should be no problem.
It just seems like a complete waste of time. All right, well, I'll hold you to that. But he hasn't been a fountain of knowledge. I don't know if it's ignorance or fortitude. Please, Bigby, don't get too aggressive. It won't go well. I know you're huffed, but please don't get too aggressive with this one. I'll be there to supervise things, and once this is done, once we're back in a positive direction, we can stop whoever's out there from killing again. Please, Bigby. For Miss White, but only if I know you can proceed with things in a mature manner. Did she, give any indication to what she was thinking? When you saw her last, I mean. I don't know why, but I'd like to know that she was, I guess, fine, I suppose.
You wanted to know what she said? So that's what she said.
Well, that's very disappointing to hear.
Yeah. She gave an indication she was pissed at you by saying that she was pissed at you. She was frustrated with the whole fucking system. I'm tired of having to turn Fables away. It wore her down.
I'm trying, Bigby. I really am. You of all people know how hard it is. It's not easy, Bigby, seeing everyone who wants to be seen.
She could come off as callous sometimes, but she wasn't really. She said that she wanted to change things, make it easier for Fables to get help when they need it.
She was always fond of you, Bigby.
She just told me to be careful.
I just want to make sure that she wasn't going looking for trouble, that's all.
And I was one of the last people to talk to them both. I'm the only real link between them.
You knew Faith for a grand total of 15 minutes.
They only have to share a link in the killer's mind.
But they don't truly share a link except being Fables, as far as we know.
I'm not sure yet.
I don't know what these killings could be saying. It feels to me like a theory without grounds. She was always just trying to do her job to the best of her capable abilities. I was a little rough with her at times, I know, and I want you to know that I regret it horribly. I don't know why I'm asking you, but did she give any indication as to what she was thinking? When you saw her last, I mean. No, everyone's fine, but frankly, Bigby, it's not good. Not quite a panic, but getting there. He's just stalling to bargain.
Thanks for bailing me out.
Fine.
This doesn't change anything.
I don't know what else to say, Bigby. We'll be at the Woodlands in a minute. We have to put an end to this.
I got it.
We can't implicate an innocent man, and people are already worried about your conduct. I told you, if you want to be involved, you will do things my way. We do this by the book, or we don't do it at all.
Whatever you say, Ichabod. If you think that will get you results, then fine. Do it your way. So far, this corpulent piece of shit has kept his mouth shut about his involvement. When whatever you plan to do fails, I'll be happy to pry it open for you.
We do this the right way. Crane is right. We don't want people up in arms about mistreatment of prisoners.
I said no violence.
As long as we get results. So far, this corpulent piece of shit has kept his mouth shut tight. I was just about to pry it open for him. I've heard that before.
I'm not kidding, Bluebeard. Look, this is my investigation. We do things my way. As long as I get the answers I need, I don't care how we do it.
Of course, everything must stay below the radar, so to speak.
That's not what I meant. I told you no violence. We cannot afford a scandal right now. Do you understand? If word gets out that you're down here using force to interrogate prisoners...
Well, that's how I am choosing to interpret your frazzled little speech. Violence isn't the issue, as long as we don't get caught.
Oh, goody. I thought you wanted questions, and I was having so much trouble thinking of any good ones.
I want answers, D.
Hello, Bigby. Finally come to chat.
Calm down. It was a joke. Go ahead. I've got nothing to hide. Right. You married them first, and I'm supposed to just believe you. Do you think this is a joke?
Look, I didn't kill anyone.
You know you're a suspect, right? I hope that means you're willing to cooperate. I'm glad you have a sense of humor. It's been better, but we're not here to talk about me.
Shh! You see what I've been dealing with?
You were with me when it happened, dummy.
You may not have killed Snow, but don't pretend you have nothing to do with this.
Doesn't mean he's not involved somehow.
Back in the alley, you mentioned your employer. Who is it? I know you're up to something. What is it? You know I saw you at Faith's apartment. What were you doing there? Why were you at Toad's place? What do you mean?
What do you think it means? Girl's got air conditioning. Looking for a change of scenery.
I thought that was pretty clear. You're one sick fuck. That's awfully cynical of you. I chose to come here.
You think you're funny? You filthy little load.
Let me handle this.
I can barely feel my fingers. You mind loosening those? I can barely feel my fingers. You mind loosening those? That's better. Real cute. You prick. What are you going to do with that? Fuck, Bigby. Don't make me look at that. I don't want to see that shit.
If you don't tell me who did this, I'll make sure you end up the same way. Dead on your doorstep. Got it?
I don't want any trouble, but I can't tell you what I don't know. I told you I didn't kill her, and I don't know who did.
You can help us catch the fucker who did this. This is why we're here. Someone killed this woman. And we need to know who.
I get it, I do, but I can't tell you what I don't know. You're barking up the wrong tree, mate. I can't tell you what I don't know. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want any trouble, but I can't tell you what I don't fucking know. I told you I didn't kill her. I don't know who did.
She was important to me. If you know who did this, you have to tell me.
I don't know what to tell you. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't know who did it. I don't know who did it. I don't know what to tell you. You're barking up the wrong tree. Just put that away. Just put that away. What? You can still go fuck yourself. You fucking prick.
I'll ask you again. Who do you work for?
Your mom. Bite me.
Tell me who it is. I'll ask you again. What are you up to?
No good. Hit me with another one.
Tell me what's going on. I'll ask you again. Why were you at Faith's?
Gotta cool off somewhere.
Tell me what you were doing there.
Having a cup of tea.
I'll ask you again. Why were you at Toad's? Look, I know it's unpleasant. You don't want to be here, right?
It would help if I wasn't strapped to a chair.
We can't have you running off. You do have a habit of doing that.